We're starting now. Scope, chapter 10, 11, and 12. Specifically, simple interest rate. Can you hear me? Ross, can you hear me properly? Simple interest rate. So you should know how to calculate that. You should know when it's simple, what is there. Compound interest rate, how to calculate it. Simple discount note. So you should know how to calculate a bank discount, proceeds, effective interest rates, all those for under simple discount notes. Present value of a loan or investment. Calculating and also using the table. Both of them you should know. And annuity, ordinary annuity and annuity end. Remember, ordinary annuity is when you're paying at the beginning of a period. Annuity due is when you're paying at the end of a period. So do you have any question for me? The formulas are given, the table to use given. Ross, any question? No.
No.
Davisha, any question? Okay, tables with annuities. I didn't give a table for annuity. You're supposed to calculate the annuity. So the two annuities are almost the same formula. You have the ordinary, okay, Mukelani and Tabang, welcome. You have the ordinary annuity formula, which you can calculate. And then the annuity due, you just have to multiply by 1. Let me see now. Multiply by 1 plus I. Whatever value you get for ordinary annuity, multiply it by 1 plus I, and you get annuity due. So you don't have to start calculating all over again. So for Mukelani and Tabang just joining, I said the scopes is from chapter 10, 11, and 12, but specifically simple interest, you should know how to calculate. Compound interest, you should know how to calculate. Present value, simple discount note, you should know how to calculate the bank discount, the proceeds, the effective interest rate. What else? Then you should know how to calculate using the present value table. And annuities, ordinary annuity and due annuity due. Ordinary annuity says that you're paying at the beginning. Annuity due, you're paying at the end of a period. Now, one thing I should really inform you is that you should take note of things like monthly, semi-annually, quarterly, because those things actually have an effect on your interest rate. So for instance, if you're given an interest rate of 12% and you're told that you are paying semi-annually, that's 2 times a year, or biannually, that's 2 times a year, then you should divide your interest rate by 2. So you can't just use 12%. Then that means your interest rate will be 6% each time it's calculated. If it's quarterly, you divide by 4. If it's every 3 months, that means every 3 months, that means you're doing it 4 times in a year. If it's every week, you're doing it 52 times in a year, and so on. So you should take note of that. And if you're calculating your simple interest or any interest, you can use 360 days or 365 days. Those are the two you're allowed to use. So if you are given, let's say you're told you should pay 180 days, the loan is for 180 days out, so your time will be 180 out of 360 if you're using 360, or 180 out of 365. So I shouldn't have to state that you're allowed to use either two, as I've stated in the class before. So Ross, any question? Daviksha, any question? Mukelani, Tabang?
No, ma'am.
I'm waiting for questions. Okay, Davishka said no question. So I should be getting 100%, expecting 100% in my test. Is that what it means? Nikolani, any question? Okay, no question. Okay, I can see your chat, no problem. Tabang? Okay, Tabang, no question. Okay, so go back to your drawing board. The test will be on Friday. I don't know what venue. I won't be physically there, but if there's anything, I'll be contacted. So go back to your drawing board, go and look at your simple interest rate properly. Look at your compound interest rate properly. Look at your present value, how to use a table and calculate. What else? Simple discount notes. How to calculate the bank discount, the proceeds, the effective interest rate. Present value of table, or present value using the table, and also using the table when it does not include the table. So if you have a value, if you calculated your N for, let's say, 50, 50 is not on the table, so you should know how to be able to interpolate and get. So like we said in class, if you add your N for 50, you can break into 2 parts, 25-25 or 20-30, depending on what your table is. And then you read off the table and multiply those values by your principal amount. And then ordinary annuity and annuity due. So that's all. Okay, I wish you all the best. Thanks for coming. Okay, and please don't be afraid. The questions you've seen, the questions if you've practiced from your book, I promise you this test will be so easy. Okay. Okay, have a great evening. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.